I'm crouching here in this dark, uncomfortable, cramped wooden horse. I've got other Greeks around me and we are silent. We don't want the Trojans to hear us. We've got all of our weapons. It's so uncomfortable. Things are poking into me and I can hardly move. All around me I can hear the Trojans celebrating because they think they've got victory. But actually, we're waiting. We're inside. And when they've finished their celebrations, we're going to creep out and massacre the lot of them. Yesterday, our other soldiers sailed away, well, pretended to sail away, and left us in the Trojan horse. It was scary, I can tell you. I was sure we were going to be found out, but we weren't. After a few hours, the Trojans came down and they were amazed and they thought that the horse was a gift of our surrender. And they wheeled us up the path and through the great gates of the fortress. And here we are inside Troy, this fortified city, just waiting for them to stop celebrating. Oh, but it's really uncomfortable. And I'm getting really nervous in an excited sort of way because I just want to get out there. Okay, so today your task is to get under a table or under your bed or something like that and pretend, role play, that you are one of the Greek soldiers hiding inside the Trojan horse and you are about to attack the city of Troy. So you've been fighting against them for years and years and years and now you're playing a trick on them and you're going to creep out in the dead of night and massacre them. That means kill them and then you will have the victory. So role play that. Go through the story like the one that you saw on the cartoon yesterday, and then you're going to do me a piece of writing, kind of writing a diary, recounting how you've got to where you are and what you're about to do. So you've got a few tenses there. You've got a past tense, you're going to be in the present tense, and what you're going to do is going to be the future tense. Sorry, I've got a neck ache. And how you could start would be, I am crouching in this dark, cramped and uncomfortable horse. That's how I started. But a more interesting way of starting would be to have a fronted adverbial on there. So you could have a when. So your when could be, it could be as the sun sets over Troy. Troy being one of those tier 3, and then we'd have our comma, tier 3 pieces of punctuation, so that, sorry, not punctuation, vocabulary, and they are words that you are only going to be using for this piece of writing, so you're really showing that I know which words to choose. So it's going to be, there's a bank on your sheet, it's going to be things like weapons and fortified and fortress and army and massacre and armour, okay, and Troy and Greece. So we've got as the sun sets over Troy would be a when fronted adverbial. Where could be within the fortified. That means it's got weapons to defend it. It's being defended within the fortified city of Troy. And then my comma. I am crouching. How are we feeling? Don't forget to put your feelings in there. What can you hear? What can you see? What can you smell? What can you feel? So how, I'm going to say excitedly, or you could put in anticipation is a similar feeling. So excitedly, comma, I am crouching in this dark, cramped and uncomfortable horse. Okay, so really strange task today, but let your imagination run wild. Don't forget that every time you change the time or the place or some new characters, you need a new paragraph, and have fun with it. And I will see you well, no, actually, I won't see you tomorrow, but can you send me your work so that I can see it and I can see how imaginative you've been? So, when your mum asks you, why are you hiding under the table? You can say, I'm doing my English work. Bye.